Hey everyone, it's your boy Zero. Nana's behind the camera right over there, and we're at PAX East 2020. Now, PAX over here stands for Penny Arcade Expo. For those who don't know, Penny Arcade actually started as a webcomic, mainly focusing on tabletop games. Now, it evolved into this huge convention that not only includes tabletop games, but also a lot of video games as well. Unfortunately for us, it's about 9:30 p.m. on a Thursday, so we didn't get to see too much of it, but luckily for us, Penny Arcade Expo still stays true to its roots because, as you can see over here, a lot of its tabletop gaming, card games and stuff like that are still open, probably up to around midnight. So, we're going to check some of this stuff out and see what they have to offer. Alright, so just finished playing Spongebob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I didn't get to play the original one on the PS2 and on the other systems, unfortunately. However, playing this was great. It kind of felt like you were actually playing a Spongebob episode. The graphics are fantastic, very colorful, very smooth. Controls are very tight, 60 frames a second, by the way. I'm a big platforming fan over here, so playing this game was a lot of fun. Jumping a whole bunch of stuff, breaking a whole bunch of boxes, reminded me a lot of Crash Bandicoot. Now, you do end the demo by fighting against the big Jellyfish King, and it's not that difficult of a boss fight, although unless you're paying attention, you will lose pretty easily. This game is being created by THQ Nordic, and I can't wait to get my hands on the full version later.
Okay, so I just played two games. I played Memories of Celceta, and I played Rune Factory 4 right here at the Xseed booth at PAX East. And I gotta say, I really had a lot of fun with both games. I'm a huge Ys fan. I did play a little bit of Rune Factory back in the day. I'm not too familiar with the rest of the entries in the series, so that was fun as well. I feel like with Ys, this is not only the Vita game upgraded graphically, but they added a cool aspect of zooming in with the camera while you're playing. It looks like they added some additional features, some extra content as well. Also, I gotta say, like, it's kind of mind-blowing to play the game again because I played it maybe 6 years ago, so I'm looking at a much better version of what I remember. I can't wait to get my hands on this. I'll actually be getting it in about 2 weeks, but I cannot wait to play that. As for Rune Factory, again, I never really played Rune Factory very much. I played Tides of Destiny, but that's not one of the mainline games. The remake looks really good. It combines elements of Harvest Moon. Originally, it was on the 3DS. It came out back in 2013. And yeah, now they decided to remake it, put it onto the Switch. I heard some things about how maybe the controls aren't like perfect over on the Switch, but it did play pretty good. It handled well. It looks really nice too for a 3DS to Switch game. And there is also additional content as well with some of the characters. So, you know, I gotta say, Xseed doing a great job showing off some cool games here at PAX East, and looking forward to getting both of these.
Yes. Can you hear it? Good. Oh shit, the aliens. Oh no, the aliens are coming for me. Can they? Yeah. Come on in, guys. So I'm here at Area 51, hanging with my homeboys over here. Come on in. Let's get a good shot, guys. Okay. Look. I only took the drink from the fridge because I thought it was free. Please don't kill me. We'll be back. All right, everyone, your boy Zero here. I just finished playing the demo for Destroy All Humans. This is a remake for the original one that came out on the PS2 and I believe the Xbox as well. This game, the remake of it at least, looks amazing. They really updated the graphics really well, and it looks like they also redid the voice acting. One of the voice actors for this is Richard Horvitz, one of my favorite voice actors from a show you may know, Angry Beavers. He does a voice in this game as well as one of the aliens. Playing it very smooth, 60 frames a second. You also have all the abilities you had before, using telekinesis, moving the cows, throwing them and stuff, shooting enemies with your electric gun, and of course, collecting their brain stems. I also got to use the saucer, destroying a whole bunch of military guys, tanks and stuff like that, destroying houses. A bunch of fun. Hey guys, it's your boy Zero here at PAX East. Nana's behind the camera, and I'm here to talk about my top 3 games here at PAX East. Number 3 is going to have to be Panzer Paladin. It's a really fun game. It has these NES type graphics. The gameplay is very tight. Controls are very responsive. I love the idea of being able to pilot a huge mech, use different types of weapons, and if you die with your mech, you can still use your small little person to keep the fight going. It's a lot of fun. Number 2 on my list would have to be 30XX. Now, I'm a huge fan of Mega Man and Mega Man Zero, Mega Man X, and this game works like that, but on steroids. You can play with the second person with you. The different power-ups that are available in 30XX are amazing. The controls, again, very tight, very responsive. This kind of stuff I like. And it's a very exciting game. I can't wait to actually get my hands on it. Now, my number 1 game from PAX East this year is going to have to be Knuckle Sandwich. Now, I'm also a big fan of RPGs. Knuckle Sandwich has this whole Earthbound vibe. It has this whole cartoony yet also self-aware vibe that I like. The battle system is also very useful. Not necessarily useful, but more like very interactive. That's what I'm trying to say. You have different little mini games that you actually play with while you're fighting enemies. The dialogue between the characters is very nice. The graphics are fantastic. There's actually 3D parts of the game as well, and so it's meshing a lot of sprite work, 2D art, and then 3D art. It's the kind of stuff that I actually look for in games these days, and I love that this game is pulling it off. So those are my top 3 games. Now let's go to Nanners and see what he has to say.
Thank you, Zero. And now it's time for my top 3 best in show here at PAX East 2020. Number 3 is going to be Skate Story. It's a really cool game made by a developer that's actually from where we are, New York City. And I like Skate Story because it's a slightly different approach to skateboarding. They also had Session here, which was great. But Skate Story likes to do something a little bit different with their approach to the idea of a skateboarding video game. It feels similar in terms of how it plays to the skate style. But they did a whole different thing. There's a cool aesthetic going on. There's actually a bit of story to it. And it's just, it just looks like different enough that I want to know more about it. I want to play more about it. I talked to Sam from that game studio, and we actually got to, we caught up on, skateboarding and some of his influences for the decisions he made with the game. I really like the aspect that pushing the skateboard feels like you're exerting force because you're not just holding the X button, you have to press it for every single time. The pads are really tight too. It's an interesting experience, and I definitely recommend everybody go check that out. I had a lot of fun with it. Number 2 will go to I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Yisbrid is the publisher. Their booth was here. We talked about it already. However, I am going to give number 2 to them because I really like Nirvana cyberpunk bartending action. It's a cool visual novel. It has a neat idea to it. Very simple gameplay. The emphasis is going to be on story, characters, and writing. And from what I saw of the, I think like 10 minutes that I played of it, very good stuff. Looking forward more to that, and I'm definitely going to keep Yeastbird in mind going forward because they also have another game coming out that I didn't get a chance to check out. But yeah, Nirvana, definitely going to get it. I'm probably going to go home and play the game that came before because it's actually a sequel, Valhalla. So I'll probably be picking up that very soon. And as for my number one best game in the show, it's actually going to go to Wasteland. I don't know if you could say it. Wasteland. I was thinking about giving it to East, but East is coming out in 2 weeks. I've already played the game. But yeah, Wasteland 3 was demoed here at the THQ Nordic booth. I really like that they took an approach to creating a sequel to Wasteland 2 by changing it up a bit, but changing it in what I thought were all the right ways. So you had some differences between 2 and 3 that feel like they're making it a little bit more like the modern Fallouts, but I don't think it took away from that Wasteland 2 experience. They also got a couple things right that I feel like as of late Bethesda has not been getting right. So these are all really important changes that I care about. It looks great. The characters are interesting. I mean, I love RTS type of turn-based action. So yeah, I'm down. I'm giving Best in Show to Wasteland 3 by THQ Nordic because I really liked what I saw. So guys, thank you for checking us out. This has been Toostupidgamerz PAX East 2020. We'll see you next year, I hope. Goodbye to PAX.